Hello, folks. I'm Detroit Miracle. Yes, and indeed. Right now, I am here to review the trailer for the 1995 movie called A Vampire in Brooklyn. This movie stars Eddie Murphy as the vampire lord Maximilian. It stars Angela Bassett as the half vampire, half human Rita, and it even stars Kadeem Hardison as a goon or a ghoul, a vampire's slave that can walk around in the daytime and do his bidding, and he eats bugs and things like that. So Kadeem Hardison becomes that in this film. The whole premise behind this movie is for Eddie Murphy's character, Maximilian, to find a mate for himself. He's supposedly the last vampire left alive, and she's a half vampire, of course. And he wants to make her a full vampire as his mate to carry on the vampire line. And apparently Rita's father was a full vampire, and they hunted him down and slain him. And of course, Maximilian was familiar with Rita's father. And of course, again, Rita is being played by the illustrious actress Angela Bassett. In this particular film, Maximilian comes far on a cruise ship. He senses where Rita is. Somehow, and this particular powerful vampire can cast spells, and he has a multitude of powers, much like Count Dracula, of course. I saw this film years ago, but I had never watched the trailer, and I wanted to rekindle those moments when I watched it originally, so I sat down to watch the trailer, in part to do that, but to also bring it to you for your very listening enjoyments and pleasures. So I'm going to sit down and review it for you now. Ready or not, here it comes. Now this film starts off in the nighttime near a dock. A giant cruise ship is shown crashing into the dock. Now Rita is shown as if she's having visions of this whole thing happen. And she's the police detective in Brooklyn who's investigating this case, of course, too. So she's a cop. Now, the vampire lord Maximilian is shown, of course. He's in Brooklyn taking on a mob. He's shown getting shot by some criminals on a dock, of course, or somewhere in New York. And Kadeem Hardison's character looks on. So now Maximilian is shown ripping them to pieces, one by one, of course. And then Kadeem Hardison's character remarks, "Hey, I could take you for something to eat if you're hungry." And now Maximilian spits out a bone of one of the people he ate and says, "It's okay, I had Italian." Now, in this scene, Maximilian is hard at search for Rita, who he seems to impressed in a way by him charming her, of course. He says he wants to have her for dinner, of course. Now, in the next scene, Maximilian is shown shape-shifting into various characters, of course, with his vampire powers, and each of those characters are different from Maximilian. Now he's at a church. He apparently morphed into the preacher that runs the church, and he has to bring everybody outside of the church because it's a holy place. He can't stay in a church because his skin appears to melt when he's in a holy place. So now he's saying anti-Christian stuff about evil being good and that sort of thing. Now all of a sudden, thunder is heard and lightning in the sky, and Maximilian appears to be shocked and scared, of course, by his usage of blasphemy and what it brought about. Now, the actor John Witherspoon, I forgot to mention him. John Witherspoon, the popular actor comedian, is in this film too. He plays Kadeem Hardison's uncle. and now he notices that his nephew is losing parts. Like he says, now John Witherspoon's character says, "You got the dropsies," because he saw his hand fall off. That was a result of his transformation into a goon, and now he looks like a zombie. He looks real ran down. Okay, now Rita's character is shown apparently investigating some mysterious deaths, which is untraceable. Of course, these deaths are related to Maximilian the vampire. All right, folks, I don't want to ruin the rest of the film for anyone who hasn't already seen it, so I'm going to leave it there. And make sure you run out and see this film if you haven't. It's good indeed.